wind can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Ay, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the jets, the coach will regret even letting us stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue punts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Right there in the middle, 55. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 14.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Joe Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He's coming. We got double up. Alert. All goes special.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll run here with Ballage. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Easy. Touch.
On the toss, Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, we're ready. Back 25. Ready.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A gain of 7.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready, 25. Check. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike, check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Caught left side by Funchess. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devin Funchess hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Mixon with a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Fuck that. They're running, man. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's it. Big hit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Ryan. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Edelman was the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Ryan. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 31-yard line.
Jumper. Friday.
Now Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jarrell Casey. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Brings up 3rd down.
Play action. Now Wilson. It's caught. Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfect. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Back. Let's go. Bravo. Hey, look. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Ryan. That's out to Hill, right side complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That play definitely goes down as a win for the defense as they were able to get there and tackle him for a loss. But you just got the sense that the runner kept looking for a space to turn upfield, and it kept getting strung out towards the sidelines before the defense finally finished him off.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
They go play action now. Wilson. Looking in zone for Jones. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mixon with it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
You got him! You got him! You got him!
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Geno Atkins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On third down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Second and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
25, check 25.
They go play action with Wilson. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 4.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Hey guys, listen.
They'll run here with Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. On second and 9, Wilson forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
36.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Now Wilson to throw again. The left side completion to Jones. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Watch safety creeping.
Now Balaj. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Watch the slant. 35.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back in his own 3-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Steps away. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Texans push further out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's going to go deep. That's caught inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Geno Atkins, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Ryan. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And all the way down to the 9. A huge play there for Houston. 59 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run it with Balaj. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now Myers for the extra point.
Jason Myers for the
And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Texans 31. Patriots 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Here's Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Kill. 36 power.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Ryan, that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Ryan to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Again, Ryan. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got him in. Complete. 27 yards there. A first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They toss to Mixon. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Tighten that.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
At the Texans' 46-yard line.
Mike, got it. Mike, 5. Too low. Hey, express. Get out.
One last shot for Ryan. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Houston, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Bitch, you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real.